Okay, so welcome. We're going to start on time. There's probably going to be some people chiming in as we go along. At some point, I'm just going to mute everybody so that we don't have any background noise. But what I want you all to realize, just in being here tonight and paying attention, there's multiple ways that we take in information, right? So one of the ways that you take in information is you hear it. The other way you take in information is you see things. The other way you take in information is you feel things. So we're gonna address all of those here tonight to help you to kind of let go of whatever negative feelings are going on in your life, and really to just pull in positive feelings and have a sense of certainty that you can just hold on to, right? So that no matter what happens, no matter what life throws at you, you're going to take it as something positive. It's something that was meant to happen, and you're going to be able to shape it and use it in a way that actually not only you can handle it, but it's actually going to make your life better. Okay. When we go to the gym, we work out, right? Anyone here ever have a personal trainer? They push you, right? They say, come on, 10 more. And you're like, but I only did 2, And so it's like they're pushing you and pushing you and pushing you, because they just want you to be a better version of yourself. So that's a personal trainer. They work out your body. What I call myself is the personal mind trainer. So tonight you're going to work out your mind in a way that you're going to discover a way to kind of quiet that inner chatter and really bring out that part of your mind that makes stuff happen for you. Like really good stuff is going to happen for you. And for some people, it's going to be surprising. It might be like, oh, I just sat there and, listened to this. He told some interesting stories, talked about some interesting things, but I want you to realize something tonight. And I'm going to say this twice because I really, really, really want you to get this tonight. Some of you, maybe even all of you, but some of you at the very least are going to be faced with a life-altering decision tonight. It's going to be a decision that you're going to face as if your life truly does depend upon it. And I'm not necessarily talking about your physical life. I'm talking about the life that you have, okay? The life that you've come to know, okay, is going to end. And you're going to begin a new life, okay? A better life, a way that your life can be enhanced, okay? Because my philosophy, and I hold to it, is that life is choice. Okay, so if your life is choice, good choices, you live a great life, right? If life is choice and you make some bad choices, what kind of life do you live? If life is choice and you make random choices, well, your life's going to be kind of random and you're just going to kind of float through it. So here's the thing. If life is choice, what you can do is you can choose to give up your rights to choose, right? And when you give up your rights to choose, you live your life like a thermometer, okay? A thermometer. What does a thermometer do? A thermometer lives by what the temperature on the outside tells the thermometer it should do. If it's hot, the thermometer, the mercury in the thermometer goes up. If it's cold, the mercury in the thermometer goes down. It's living its life at the mercy of the environment, right? But tonight, you are going to have the choice to live your life at choice as the creator of your circumstances. And if you choose to live your life by choice, then you become the creator of your life. And by becoming the creator of your life, guess what? You're the thermostat. You can set it to whatever temperature is most comfortable for you. In New York, we were blessed today. And believe it or not, I didn't even get a chance to go outside and enjoy it for more than a couple of minutes, but it was a gorgeous day, right? And everybody's in a good mood because it's a gorgeous day. We're stuck in our houses and whatever, and it's miserable out, so we don't want to go out anyhow. But you know what? Life should not be dependent upon what the weather is. You make your own weather. You control your own thermostat. And tonight, you're going to get some tools to learn how to do that for yourself. And then it's your choice. You're faced with a life choice. You can live a life that's beyond what your dreams are by living your life at choice and creating your life, no matter what the circumstances are. You don't have to live your life under the circumstances. You get out from under the circumstances and you live your life as the creator, right? So a lot of people are walking around, they're talking about this virus. And I'll tell you this, I got some news, and please don't beat me up about this. It's going to be a little controversial, but every single one of us has this virus. If you've heard about it, if you've spoken about it, if you've told someone something about it, if you listened to something about it, you have this virus, but the virus is not physical. The virus is a thought virus. So what you need to do, and what we're going to do here tonight, if you're open to it, is immunize yourself against the negative thoughts of this meme. You know what a meme is? A meme, M-E-M-E, is a word that represents a thought virus. So the more dangerous part of this virus is that it's a thought virus. There was a doctor who did studies many years ago, and he took metaphors. People had cancer, and he wanted to know why they died of cancer. His own wife died of cancer, and then he wound up diagnosed with cancer. And he's like, what's going on? I researched this. I helped people with this. I've saved lives with this. I've helped people, you know, reverse symptoms, whatever he's done. And then all of a sudden he's faced with it. So he researched it, and he connected with thousands of doctors around the planet. And he did research, and he found out that every single diagnosis of cancer was linked to some sort of fear that the person had, or apprehension that they had, or negative thoughts that they were suppressing or holding down in their life. And he got to the point where he had so much information that he could speak to a doctor halfway around the world, never even see the patient. They could tell him what kind of cancer the person had, and then he could tell them what thought problems they were having in their life. And they would go and they would reverse those thought problems, and then as a result of that, they actually healed. Now, we can't say cure, but in France, they actually came out with a study, and they said this guy had a 94% cure rate of cancer, okay? So what is fear, right? We're living our lives, some of us are, not myself. I choose to live my life, as one of my clients said, cool as a cucumber. So, you know, if you live your life by a metaphor, and all of us do, it's just a matter of what metaphor you're living your life by. Like one of my metaphors, like I said earlier, life is choice. That's a metaphor that I live my life, is that life is choice. Okay, I'm trying to mute everybody here, sorry. If you can see the option on your phone or your screen to mute yourself, I would appreciate it. So it would save me a little bit of time and effort. So anyhow, so living from fear, right? Where does that leave us? So first of all, fear is an acronym. You know, so people that live from fear, what is fear? What is it really? Okay. There's a couple of elements that lead up to fear, but the reality is, what is fear is that it's false education appearing real, right? And the way this virus has spread mentally and emotionally, and the stories that are going around about it, people are telling people things that they heard, and yeah, it's a credible source, and I heard this, and I heard this, and I heard that, and this is true, and that's true. No, we don't know, right? No one really knows. The doctors are even guessing. I mean, they're getting closer and closer to finding out real information about the physical aspect of it. But everybody just wants to talk about it, and they're sharing information they heard because it's sensational, right? It's news, it's wonderful, right? But what do you get when you focus on that? You get more fear, right? False education appearing real. So we're all educating each other about this, so much so that it's spread worldwide faster than anything that's ever spread worldwide in the past. I mean, we're creating history here, and not necessarily in the best way. So I'm not going to go on and on about that, because that's not what tonight is about. What tonight is about you getting in touch with a part inside of yourself that is so rock solid, that is so certain that you're living your life the way that you want, that you're the thermostat, not the thermometer, that you're in control of your life. And not that you're a control freak or anything like that, or not you're trying to control other people, but you're living your life a choice, right? You can decide to do something or not do something. You can decide to be afraid, or you can decide to be empowered, right? You can decide to live your life under the circumstances, or you can get on top of it and make things happen, right? So let's dispel this false education and get some real education, right? Because what's happening right now? All this stuff, we have all these restrictions, we have all these different things happening, rules and regulations and whatever, and it's impeding upon our life. You know, people are fearing for their lives, people are fearing for their businesses, people are fearing for their jobs, and what does that lead to, right? Well, it could lead to one of two directions. It could be a disaster, right? And I highly recommend not going for that one, okay? Or you can look at it that everything in life prepares you for life, right? Life prepares you for living, right? So how does it do that? Well, everything happens for a good reason, right? Not only that, but everything that happens for a good reason, because it's all good. So if you just adapt the philosophy, you know, people ask me, how's it going? I said, all good. They said, well, I'm sorry I did this. I'm sorry I did that. Sorry this didn't work out. Sorry I was a little late. Sorry I forgot to invite you. Sorry I didn't include, you know, blah, 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 whatever. My response is always, it's all good, because it is all good. Everything happens for good reason. The things that you think are throwing you off this way or throwing you off that way is saving you from, if you would have gone straight ahead, it would have really been a disaster. So, you know, I don't want to infringe on anybody's beliefs, politics, religions, whatever, but I believe in a higher power and it guides me. And when something happens, I always believe it's for my highest good. So, you know, here's the thing, you know, what is it preparing you for? It's preparing you for life, because it's all good. So if it's all good and this quote unquote, you know, world dilemma is going on, what is it preparing us for? It's preparing us for something even bigger. Right? Now we can decide what that is. It could be a bigger disaster, right? Or it could be something greater that we're meant to accomplish, that we can rise up, that it forces us. You know, they say, you know, people that are drug addicts or alcoholics or whatever, they don't make a change until they hit rock bottom, right? So let's look at this as, okay, this is the worst your life is ever going to be. You know, my kids would come home from school. I have 3 kids, right? They would come home from school and they'd be crying. And I'm like, what's the matter? You know, it's like 4 or 5, you know, 4th grade, 5th grade, whatever, you know, stuff happens. They'd come home crying. And they go, this is the worst day of my life. And if my kids are watching right now, they're probably laughing. Even if they watch the replay of this, I don't see them on right now. But, you know, they come home and say, oh, this is the worst day of my life. And they know what my response was going to be. I'd be like, yes. I said, because you're just a little kid. And if this is the worst day of your life, everything else is uphill from here. Yes. Go for it, right? Because this is preparing you that you're going to be bigger and better and able to handle more stuff in your life. So yeah, that was the worst day of your life. And now it's only going to get better. Yeah, there's going to be setbacks. Yeah, there's going to be things, but all of those just help you. This is your prep work. This is preparing you for like, it's like pulling a rubber band back, right? You know, it's creating a lot of tension. There's tension. People are tense. They're stressed. They're like, oh my God, what's going to happen, right? There's uncertainty in the world, right? But hey, it's also an opportunity, right? It's preparing you for an opportunity. So what I want you to do right now, I'm going to stop for a second, and I want you to just like self-reflect and think about, if this was preparing you for an opportunity, think about what opportunity there is in your life. What thing is it that you haven't had time to do that now all of a sudden, hey, there's nothing to do but sit in your house, right? And come and, you know, join meditations like this, or webinars, or read or study, or whatever it is. What is the opportunity in this for you that's pulling the rubber band back, but then it's going to catapult you forward into your future and coming out of this, because this is going to end. I'm certain this is going to end. Okay, it's already ending in China, and they were the first to have it, so they're the first to let it go. And it's going to end here. It might be a month, it might be a month and a half, whatever it is, but at some point it's going to end and we're going to go back to normal, okay? But what happens at that point? Do you really want to go back to normal, or do you want to take this time to prepare and to do the inner work on yourself, so that when you go back out into the world and you don't have to keep that social distance or whatever it is, that you can rise above where you were and make your life even better. And you can do that. You have that within you. No matter how great you think you are,
You can be
I got
greater.
some news for you. You are better than that. No matter how great you think you are, you're better than that. And when you think, okay, yeah, I'm better than that, you're even better than that. Okay. So you set a standard for yourself, and then you rise above that standard. So one of my mentors, after 20 years of trying to write a book, he finally published it. And I was laughing when I saw the title, because I know him really well. The title of his book was Stop Chasing Perfection and Settle for Excellence, right? So what he realized is the book was never going to be perfect. He was trying to write the definitive study on hypnosis and NLP and coaching and all this self-help and tools that you can do to improve yourself and your life. And it's a never-ending process. You know, always be improving. That's kind of a motto in the industry. So always be improving, but it doesn't mean that you're not excellent where you're at. You're never going to be perfect, right? You're never going to have what the other person has. People live in the land of haves and have-nots, but it's really about realizing what you do have, okay, and what you can have. In it's not having or have not. You can shift to being in control, and you decide who you are and what you do. And then the result of that is having. So if you're being the person that you're meant to be, the better version of yourself, or maybe even the best version of yourself that you can be right now, and striving to be even better, right? So if you're the better version of yourself and you're making the best possible choices for yourself and your life, right? Then you're creating the best possible outcome. So you're being the best, you're doing the best, you have the best in your life. The best for you. Don't compare yourself to someone else. Their best might be different than what you want, right? So, in this pursuit of life and peace and happiness and joy, and we're going to get into all these words in a minute, because we're going to do something really cool, and we're going to kind of lock this in for you in a way that you're going to have these wonderful states, these words that you're going to own, that's going to be like represent a big part of who you are. And it's going to be something that no matter how shaky things get, you can grab a hold of that and have this level of certainty that people are going to go, what makes you so certain? And you're going to be like, I just know that I know that I know. Mm-hmm. And I trust in myself and my ability. No matter what life throws at me, I can handle it, right? Anyone skis, you go down the first runner. The motto with all my friends in skiing was first runner of the day decides the day, right? So one time, none of my friends could go. I went skiing by myself. I went to a new mountain I'd never been to before. And I go to the top of the mountain, and I'm going down a trail. It's maybe not the most difficult trail, but it's up there. It's if you know the trails, like the lowest one is a green circle and then a blue square, and then it's a blue square with a black diamond in it, and then a black diamond, then double black diamond, and then I'll tell you what the next one is later. But so this was a blue square with a black diamond in it, and for this mountain, it was a pretty difficult mountain up in Vermont, so it was a pretty difficult trail. So I was going down it, I was doing a moderate speed, and this guy comes flying past me, right? So I'm assuming, okay, well, how could he go so fast? I can't even see what's around the next turn because it's blocked by the trees. So he goes flying past me, and I'm wondering, how could he do that? And the way he could do that, obviously, what I was thinking is he must have skied this trail hundreds of times, right? He must be an expert skier. He must just, have total confidence in that he knows every single nook and cranny of this mountain. And that's why he can fly down it, because he knows what's around the next turn. I don't know what's around the next turn. So I'm uncertain, I'm unsure, and I'm taking it cautious, right? So, and most of us would do the same, given the circumstance. You want to go flying around, and then all of a sudden you turn the corner and there's tons of trees in the trail, or there's all these bumps in the trail, and you don't know how to handle it, or you're going too fast and you weren't prepared for it, right? So, talking about being prepared, wouldn't it be great if we could all just know the meaning of life, right? So everybody wants to know the meaning of life. So one day, God and the devil, sorry if I'm infringing on anybody's beliefs, but it's just a story. So God and the devil meet, right? And I was telling my buddy David this afternoon, so don't laugh too much, David. But so God and the devil meet, right? And they're deciding, can man actually know the meaning of life? And they both decide unanimously, it's the one thing that they agreed on maybe ever, is that no, man can't know the meaning of life, because then he would be more powerful than God and the devil combined. Right? If man knew the real meaning of life. So they both agree that they're going to hide it. So God says, I'm going to hide it because I don't trust you. So the devil goes, okay, but I'm going to play quote unquote devil's advocate, and I'm going to say yay or nay. So I get to have a part in the decision too, but you can choose the place, and then I'll just let you know if it's agreeable and why it's agreeable or not. So God says, okay, I'm going to hide it on the top of the tallest mountain. And the devil goes, no, can't do that, because man will find a way to climb the highest mountain, and he'll find it. And God goes, yeah, you're right. So he says, okay, I'll hide it at the bottom of the ocean, the deepest part of the ocean. And the devil goes, no, can't do that, because some way, somehow, man will find a way to make a ship that goes down to the bottom of the ocean, and he'll find it. And they say, okay, I'll hide it in the core of the earth. Deep in the core of the earth. And the devil said, no, God will man will find a way to drill and get to the center of the earth and deal with the heat or whatever and find the meaning of life. He says, okay, I'll put it far out in the reaches of the heavens. And he says, well, someday, some way, somehow, man will invent some sort of travel where he can go out to the far reaches of heaven or use some superpowered telescope or whatever and discover the meaning of life. So God's like, okay, I give up. Where do you think we should hide it? So you have to stay tuned for the devil's answer. So you get what you focus on, right? So what are we all focused on? Are you focused on the disease? Are you focused on, where am I going to get toilet paper? Are you focused on drinking water? Yeah, it was real for me. That was the one thing I have to admit. I fell into that trap of trying to figure out where to take care of that stuff. But, it's all good, right? So you get what you focus on. So the question I want to ask you is, what are you focusing on? What are you focusing on right now? If you get what you focus on, what are you focusing on right now? And if you want to know what you're focusing on, look at the results in your life. Okay, even go back before this whole situation that's going on worldwide right now. Look at the results in your life and look at how prepared you were for this situation in all aspects of your life. And think about what are those results, and then reverse it and say, what would you have to be focusing on to get those results? Was it what you truly wanted? Do you have the level of autonomy you want? Are you in control of your life? Are you living your life as a thermostat or a thermometer, right? Because here's the thing. Where your attention goes, the energy flows. And where that energy flows, it makes that happen. So you are truly creating it on a physical, mental, emotional, and even a metaphysical level. I'm not going to get too deep into that because that's not what this is about tonight. But you are the creator, literally manifesting it into reality because it's already there. You're just tuning into that channel. Imagine you want to hear a jazz song and you tune your radio into the jazz station and you hear jazz, right? What was happening before you turned that on, right? It was still there. The radio waves were traveling through the air. You just turned your frequency to tune into what you wanted to hear. So when you tune into what you want to hear, that's what's there. It's like the jazz didn't all of a sudden appear, or the rock, or the pop music, or the rap song, or whatever it is that you like to listen to, opera, classical music, country music. So whatever music you like, you can find that. You can find it on the internet. You can find it on a radio. You can find it somewhere, some way, somehow, YouTube, whatever it is that you use to listen to. And you can find the song that you want to hear is playing right this moment. You just have to tune into it. So everything you want in your life is right here, right now. You just have to tune into it. You have to be at that vibration. So that's what we're going to work on in a couple minutes is your vibration that keeps you in that level of certainty. Because I can promise you, you're not going to get anything that you want in life unless you're at that level of certainty that you will have it, right? When you really, not just deciding that you'll have it, not just thinking you're going to have it, not professing it over and over again. I mean, that helps to shape your belief. But I'm talking about a belief and a level of certainty that just your whole body just feels it. It vibrates with it. Your hair is standing on it, and you're just like, I know, I've got this. I can do this. And there's nothing that happens in the outside world that can shake me. I don't care if it's hot out. I don't care if it's cold out. I got my thermostat set. I'm on track. I know what I want and I'm going for it. And you can do that, right? You can just go for it, right? So in a moment, we're going to pick some words that are going to become very important to you. That's going to help you to create this kind of go-to state that you can go to anytime you want. And we're going to create a way of making it happen where you can do it consciously and intentionally. We're going to also install it hypnotically so that you can do it automatically, where it's something that would normally trigger a reactive state is now going to trigger the most positive, empowered state that you can imagine. Anything, look what happens when the temperature gets hot. What happens to the thermostat? It clicks on the air conditioner to cool it off. When the temperature gets cold, what happens to the thermostat? It clicks on to put on the heat to warm it back up. And it keeps it at room temperature, plus or minus a level that's comfortable for you, whatever number that is, right? So whatever life throws at you to try and throw that temperature off, you're going to be able to handle it. We're meant to adapt. We're adaptive creatures. The human body is incredibly resilient. I mean, you know, just go to like a fast food restaurant and really analyze the ingredients that people are putting into their body. It's not really what we're meant to eat. Okay. And yet people can survive and even thrive in spite of that. You know, some people say it's not what you eat, but what eats you. So, you know, but you can still choose to put the best possible building blocks into your body and into your life, your thoughts. You know, we literally digest these, you know, food for thought, right? You know, we use these cliches, but what does that really mean, food for thought? It's ideas that we're taking into our body and they become a part of us. They become a part of who we are and how we act and how we react to ourselves, our inner thoughts, that inner voice and the world around us. So, you know, we're going to create a positive resource for you in a way that, you know, you can just have this sense of being the thermostat, having that level of certainty, creating what you want in your life. You're not triggered by what's happening in life around you. You're not being distracted by all these different things, you know, so that you are a free thinker. You're thinking about what you do want. You're not drifting from thought to thought. You're not at the whim and whimsy of the world around you. You're not listening to the people that are trying to pull you down, even though they seem like well-wishers. They're trying to protect you. I get that. But you have to follow your own inner guidance system that keeps you on track with what you want. So the first thing is to know what you want. So that may come up for you even in this meditation tonight, even if you're not fully aware of what it is that you truly want in life, is that you're going to realize aspects of that. And it may come to you during the meditation. It might come to you right after the meditation. It might come to you. Okay, I'm getting a message that some people can't hear me. I am not muted. If anyone can hear me, just so I make sure that my sound is working well, unmute yourself and just tell me you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, great. So some people can hear me, and that kind of lets me know that there might be something with your device that's stopping you from being able to hear me. So just make sure you have the audio turned on, or sometimes the best thing with Zoom is to log off and log back on. I have the video. It looks like high res. I thought I put it on low res so that it would take up a little less bandwidth, but it is what it is at this point. I'm not changing it. So we're going to keep going here. I want to keep on track because I want to give you guys plenty of time to have a wonderful experience. I put it out in the email that you can be in a comfortable spot. But even if you're not, make it comfortable. You know, I've done hypnosis under the most interesting circumstances. So many of you might have been hypnotized before. Many of you might not have been. Many of you might not know what it is. You might have an idea of what it is. I'm not really going to get into an explanation tonight. If anyone's interested, they can email me afterwards, and I will send you a link that explains what hypnosis is not and what hypnosis is in my best understanding. But what I can tell you is that, you know, some of you might experience just a very light trance tonight. Might not even seem like you were hypnotized at all, and that's fine. Everything that we're going to do will work just as well. Remember, first guideline, it's all good, okay? The other thing is some of you might go into a really deep trance and feel like you fell asleep and like nothing happened, right? It's all good. Some of you might go into a medium trance and kind of drift in and out of a deep or a light trance, and that's all good too. Some of you might not even been sure. You might have thought you were paying attention at times and not paying attention at other times. It's all good. As long as you can hear my voice will go with you. It will guide you, and it will work for you in the way that is best possible for you in this set of circumstances and situations in the way that you're listening to it. When I do one-on-one sessions with someone live and in person, is obviously a little bit more control about the environment. So it's up to you to control your environment in the best way. You know, when we get to that part in about 10 minutes or so, you know, just make sure that, you know, no one's going to disturb you. You're in a quiet place and you can just relax and enjoy the process. You know, some people say they feel very relaxed. Some people say it's the most relaxed they've felt since, well, ever, for some people. So, no matter what I've done hypnosis for with people, they always tell me, wow, that was incredibly relaxing. So, there's lots of things that this can help you for. So I'm deep into it. And interestingly enough, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Mark Siegel. I am the personal mind trainer. You're not here by accident. You're here on purpose. This is where you're meant to be, listening to what you're meant to be doing right now and hearing this message. It might resonate with you right away. It might not resonate with you. And I apologize for that, only to a small degree. But what's going to happen is at some point, it's going to wake you up, right? We're all here on this planet to just wake up, right? So many people are falling asleep now and kicking back and saying, oh, like how are they living their lives? You ask people like, hey, what's new and exciting? They go, oh, same old, right? Well, that's great if you love the same old, but most people don't say that with a sense of enthusiasm in their voice, right? So, if you're not happy with the same old, what's going on around you right now is nothing compared to what could be going on within you, right? You can create that inner storm that explodes in a way that it just breaks through your limitations. And we're going to do a process to help you with that tonight, because you're going to break through all those things, everything that you say you want in life. And I'm going to ask you right now, take a moment. I'm going to pause for a second, a couple of minutes, a minute. And what I want you to do is I want you to just stop and think about. I asked it before, but I didn't really give you time to think about it much, right? If everything that's going on right now is preparing you for something, and there's something that you really, really want to change in your life, there's something you want more of, there's something you want less of, there's something you want to create totally different, or there's something you just want to micro adjust in a way that would just make it like, so much better, right? So I want you to just take a moment now. I'm going to time it on the clock, and I want you to just take like 1 minute of clock time and just think about what it is that you want. What's the opportunity for you that's available right now, right here, right now for you? Okay, so hold that thought in your mind, and we're going to do some things to really play around with that and enhance it. And even if you're saying, well, I didn't really come up with anything, or I didn't really, decide on anything. Yeah, you did. And what you'll realize is that you did that maybe on a conscious level, maybe on another unconscious level, but the process that we're going to go through here in a couple of minutes is really going to help you to integrate it so that you create a level of rapport, right? Rapport, not with other people. I mean, we think of rapport with other people, like, a lot of people on this call know what, the NLP definition of rapport is, but rapport is when, you like another person because they seem like they're like you. So what happens in our mind, we have a conscious mind and we have an other than conscious mind. right? So when the conscious mind and the other than conscious mind are in rapport, it's because they're at a level where they can communicate with each other, and it seems like there's a similarity between them. So you have that level of rapport where your conscious mind makes a decision and says, I want to go for this in my life. And then when your other than conscious mind supports that and says, yeah, I want to go for that too, right? That's when stuff happens in your life. And we all want every decision in our life to be like this. And I'm telling you, it can be like this. You can say, hey, I want to do this. And your unconscious mind goes, hey, I want to do that. And boom, you do it, right? You make it happen. You just, boom, it just clicks for you, right? And it just feels like everything in your life is in a flow. You're kind of on this path. And it's like one thing's leading to another, to another, to another. And at that point, we can say, yeah, all this is preparing me for the next thing. And it's just getting better and better and better and better and better. It's very easy to see when that happens. You know, when it's a beautiful sunny day, it's very easy to feel good. But when it's a cloudy, rainy day and you wanted to just go for a walk, you still have to look at that as good also, because that's going to bring out the flowers when it comes springtime. Like right now, my friends are all telling me, hey, you know, I'm seeing this color and that color and that color, and it's kind of brightening up their lives, right? You know, and that's good. You should notice all that. You should be grateful for that. And at the same time, you shouldn't have your mood depend upon that. So all of this is preparing you for something, for this opportunity. Everything is leading up to it. Even just the fact that you showed up here today. There's a lot of new people here today that may have never seen or heard me teach before. And I'm hoping you're enjoying this. I'd love to get feedback at the end. Even if you hated it, please stay till the end and tell me, I really didn't like it. And if you loved it, we'd love to get some positive feedback and some testimonials. It's always good. But, you know, the thing is for you to think for yourself, how can you make this an enjoyable experience for you? Because I'm going to talk to you in a way that is geared towards giving you empowering language. I'm going to talk to you in a way that's going to guide you through connecting with different parts of your mind to create that rapport and to make better decisions in your life. I'm going to talk to you in a way that will relax you and calm you and kind of clear that negative chatter out of your mind. And there's a really, really fun thing that's going to happen as a result of that. You're going to discover something. You're going to discover something wonderful about yourself. And I can't wait to hear what you discover, because it's really amazing. I've seen people go through this. It's like a personal transformation. It's a personal breakthrough. My associate Arianel and I, we're doing some classes which are on our YouTube channel, A Circle of Excellence channel. And this stuff is really about transforming your destiny, right? You can create your destiny. You don't have to live into a destiny that was predetermined for you. So what I want you to do now, you thought about a word, you thought about a goal or an outcome that you want for yourself, or change that you want to make from this. So now what I want you to do is I want you to think about a word that represents that, a very powerful, high-level value word. And just, you know, kind of say that word to yourself now. And then what I want you to do is think, why is that important to you? Right? And then when you say why it's important to you, and just do this along with me now. I'm going to guide you through this. It's going to take a couple of minutes at tops. So I want you to think about a word, maybe like, you know, a new career. You know, why is a new career important to you? Because then I'll enjoy what I'm doing. Well, why is that important to you? Because then I'll be making more money and I'll be enjoying it more. And I'll want to go to work every day because I spend a lot of time there as it is. And then, well, why is that important? It's important so that I can live an enjoyable life. I can have money. I can take vacations. I can spend time with my friends and my family and the people that are important to me. Right? And then why is that important? Because it just gives me a sense of belonging. Well, why is that important? Because it just makes me feel loved, right? So the real value that we got to in that is the person just wants to feel loved. We can then take that back down and figure out what are the ways in their life that you can receive love, right? What other ways in your life can you receive those good feelings? So just take a moment and think about, why is that important to you? What's the value of that to you, right? What's that feeling? What does it bring up? How, you know, you've all had, at some point in your life, there's something that you're certain about. You know, maybe you're certain that the sun is going to come up tomorrow, or maybe you're certain that today is a certain day of the week, or maybe you're certain that, you know, that your feet are touching the floor right now and you can feel that. Maybe you're certain of your name. right? Maybe you're certain of who your parents are. Maybe you're certain of the fact that there's air and you're breathing it in right now and you're alive. Whatever it is, there's something that you're certain about. And I want you to think about where you represent that level of certainty and what this word can link to that level of certainty. So if you feel love, you can say, I am love. And then just when you say, I am love, then feel where you feel that love in your body. I am confident. Where do you feel that confidence in your body? I am certain. Where do you feel that level of certainty? I mean, are you like slouch back and kind of like, or are you like, yes, I'm certain. And your voice changes and you feel in your body and you're just like awake and alive and enthusiastic about every little aspect of your life because you're certain that things are getting better and that things are good and you're enjoying your life and it's all happening for good reason, right? So when you have that level of certainty, when you lock that in, right, then it starts to build. You start to notice other things that support that in your life and you can adapt them and you can kind of add them like building blocks on top of each other in a way that just kind of brings it all together for you. So what I want you to do now is just take that word and think about it. And you may consciously know what that word is, or you may know it on some, I don't know, other than conscious level, right? So just realize that you have a word. And even if you haven't fully discovered it yet on a conscious or another than conscious level, I'm going to guide you through a process that not only are you going to come up with that word, but you're going to lock that word in a way that it is going to become a great resource for you no matter what happens in the world around you. You'll be able to use this. You'll be able to take that level of certainty and you'll be able to bring it into all aspects of your life so that you're living from a place of certainty and you're certain and you trust in your ability to make good choices. And when you're trusting your ability to make good choices, you're trusting your ability to create your life exactly the way that you want it. When you trust in your ability to live life as the thermostat, you control the temperature that it's set to and you live it according to your guidelines. Right? Now, they're not rules, they're kind of guidelines and you're following it the best way that you can. So what I'd like you to do right now is I'd like you to just get comfortable. And I'm not saying that you weren't comfortable before, but if you're not comfortable right now, just sit in a way that you're comfortable and you can listen to me. And I'm just going to talk to you in a way that, is going to kind of guide your body to relax first, because a lot of tension that we physically hold in our body, when we can release that, anyone who's ever gone for a massage or had a friend just massage your shoulders and you were having a stressful day, all that tension is stored in your shoulders. So if you could just release that tension, it kind of releases the stress in your mind as well when you relieve the stress in your body. So the stress in your mind causes stress in your body. The stress in your body causes stress in your mind. It's an interactive system. So I find sometimes it's a lot more work to quiet the mind than it is to just relax the body. So we're going to go through this process first. I hope you enjoy this. It's the longest, slowest, but surest way to get you into a really deep, relaxed state where you're not sleeping, but you're not totally awake. It's kind of like your body kind of goes to sleep and your mind kind of wakes up and you're kind of in like that daydreaming kind of state. Anyone's ever experienced that where, you're there, but you're not really there. And, you're kind of like aware of certain things, but not aware of everything. And that's really what we're looking for. And it starts with relaxing the body in such a way that, you can just begin by taking a nice deep breath and holding it for a moment. And then as you exhale, just allow your mind to clear and relax as you gently allow your eyes to close. And as you gently allow your eyes to close, you can take in another deep breath. And then as you exhale, you might begin to notice that you become more aware of some things than you were before. The sound of my voice, the sounds in the room, thoughts or feelings that drift through the mind, and that's okay. It's all good. So as you continue to breathe in deeply and exhale slowly, you can begin by imagining being in a favorite place or a favorite time in your life or doing something you really enjoy. You might imagine yourself being alone or with someone else, maybe someone you love, or certainly someone who loves you. Either way, you can just picture it, think about it, imagine this in any way that makes it a most enjoyable experience for you. Because in a moment, I'm going to begin to mention various parts of your body. And as I do, I just want you to feel that part. Just begin to relax even more fully and completely. With each breath you take in relaxation, exhaling any stresses or tensions that might have been there, and filling the spaces with pure relaxation. So as you continue to breathe in deeply and exhale slowly, I'd like you to place your awareness on relaxing the muscles in your feet. And as you imagine them relaxing, you'll find they will do so. You don't have to force it to happen. You just have to want it to happen. And you can allow it to happen easily, naturally, automatically. Feeling this relaxation moving up into your calves and relaxing the muscles of your calves, becoming loose and relaxed. Moving up over your knees and around the back of the knee and into your thighs. Just let the legs become very heavy and relaxed, almost as if they're sinking down into the chair or wherever you're sitting or lying. Moving up to the abdomen and relaxing all the stomach muscles. Let them become loose and relaxed. Loose and relaxed. Loose and relaxed. That's right. Moving up to the chest and the back. Feeling these wonderful, relaxing waves, releasing all the tension, relaxing all the muscles, all the way down. And the more relaxed you become, the better you're feeling. And the better you're feeling, you start to let go and go even deeper into a relaxed feeling in your body, a relaxed feeling in your mind, in a way that you start to feel really, really good. That's right. Releasing any stresses or tensions that might have been in the shoulders and feeling this relaxation, relaxing all the muscles in your shoulders and your neck, moving down over your shoulders to your upper arms, relaxing all the muscles, all the way down into your elbows, your upper arms and your elbows, relaxing all the way down into your forearms, relaxing all the muscles in your forearms until you begin to feel this relaxation moving into your wrists, your hands, relaxing all the muscles in your wrists and your hands in such a way that you might begin to feel a very pleasant tingling in your fingertips. Allowing this tingling in your fingertips and the relaxation in your body and in your mind to now shift your awareness back up to the neck muscles, the left side of the neck, the right side of the neck, relaxing up into the mouth and the jaw, releasing any stresses or tensions that might have been there and filling the spaces with pure relaxation. Relaxing the facial muscles, the muscles around your mouth and your jaw, relaxing the facial muscles and the muscles around your eyes, relaxing the muscles around your eyes in such a way that they may become so relaxed that you may not be able to open them even if you were to try. So I'd like you to listen very carefully to what I'm about to tell you. I'd like you to try and open your eyes only when you're absolutely certain that they're so relaxed that you cannot. And that's right. And just allow them to stay gently closed or to close, and to just allow you to go even deeper and deeper into this wonderful relaxed feeling in your body and in your mind, like waves of relaxation are pouring over you now. Imagining the most relaxed part in your body at this moment, and how that relaxed feeling is moving and spreading until you begin to feel it in such a way that even the muscles in your forehead smooth and relax, until finally even the scalp muscles are relaxing. Now, as relaxed as you are, we can deepen this relaxation much, much more. So in a moment, you might find yourself doing this, that when you open your eyes and close your eyes, you'll go 100 times deeper than you were just feeling. So in a moment, I'm going to tell you to open and close your eyes. And when you close your eyes, you can go 100 times deeper than you're feeling right now in your body and in your mind, more and more relaxed, better and better, 100 times deeper when you close your eyes. So, gently open your eyes, close your eyes, and allow yourself to go 100 times deeper, feeling more and more relaxed in your body and in your mind than perhaps you've ever felt before. Now, you can realize just how to create these wonderful feelings and thoughts and ideas seem to drift in and out of awareness as you once again prepare to open and close your eyes. But this time, when you close your eyes, you'll double the relaxation you now have. Just let it become twice as deep. That's right. So, gently allow your eyes to open and then close them down and double this relaxation. Let it become twice as deep. You're doing great. You're doing wonderful. That's right. Once again, we'll do this in a moment. I'll have you open, close your eyes. And again, when you close your eyes, double the relaxation you're now feeling. Only this time, really let the relaxation flood in so gently. Allow the eyes to open and close your eyes and double this relaxation. Let it become twice as deep. That's right. Now, the whole time you've been listening to this, you may not have even realized many wonderful things, the power of your other than conscious mind. You may have slowed down your breathing or altered your heart rate, or maybe even slightly lowered your blood pressure without even realizing that you were doing it or even how you were doing it. I'd like you to realize how you are fully in control of your mind and your body, even as you enjoy once again imagining being in a favorite place. Only this time, as you turn to look off to the other side, you notice a pathway. The pathway of your life, leading into your future. And there's some intuitive part of you that knows which direction this future leads you. We live in a four-dimensional world. We have 3 dimensions, and then moving through the 4th dimension of time. So as you travel down this pathway of time, there's many things you could become aware of, and many things you might not have been aware of yet, They can be of importance to you, to pay attention when you need, to be aware of them. And let go of the ones that you don't need to be aware of right now, in this moment, in this time, for you to take a journey on the pathway into your future, in the future of your life. It's your hero's journey to succeeding at becoming this better version of yourself. That's right. And you might imagine the movement in your body as you're walking along this pathway. You might hear the sounds of your footsteps or the sounds of things going on around you, or your own inner voice and how it's guiding you into this future, directing you, perhaps in the most positive ways. It might even surprise you how positive this inner voice becomes right now. And as you're walking along the path, way off in the distance, you can begin to see something. A gateway. A gateway right on the path. And you feel the movement in your body, you hear the sound of your footsteps, you see the gateway. As you're getting closer and closer, you begin to notice its shape and its size and its texture. And then something else. In the center of the gateway is this floating, magical, reflective liquid. And as you look deep within and beyond the gateway, is your future. The better future version of you, who you truly are, meant to become even more of who you truly are, meant to become even more of who you truly are. Looking deep into this reflection, this magical floating reflection, you see yourself, a better version, the best version of yourself deep within and beyond this gateway, well into your future. And you begin to think of that word and what it meant to you and what's important to you and how you're living your life in all aspects. You notice where you live is a place you love. You notice that what you do, be it your career or the things you do in life or your business or the ways that you enjoy life on a day-to-day basis, you're having fun, you're enjoying it. It's the best possible scenario for you. You're seeing it, you're feeling it, you're hearing the sounds that are associated with as you look deep within the reflection of who you truly are, becoming even more of who you truly are, deep within and beyond the gateway. And you notice the relationships in your life, your friendships, the relationships with your family, your relationship, your romantic relationships with a significant other, your intimate relationships. And you notice how wonderful they are. And you're connected. You have a sense of spirituality on a level that's important for you. You're doing things to grow and improve yourself. So every day in every way you truly are getting better and better. You're enjoying the level of excellence you're at. And you're pursuing an even higher level of excellence in each and every moment because it's who you are, to be the best of you and to strive to be even better and more excellent. Enjoying your life. You're having fun. You're recreating yourself. You're doing things, having hobbies that you love and enjoy. You're playing. You're enjoying life. You're going and doing the things that you never said you had time for, and you really just chose to not have time for them, and now you can choose to have time for them. And you look deep within and beyond the gateway, deep within and beyond who you truly are, becoming even more of who you truly are. And this is so enticing. You just
realize the amount of money and flowing in your life, and you just reach out and you notice that your hand passes easily and effortlessly through the gateway, and you can just feel it in every cell in your body, these wonderful feelings of having everything that you want. You're in touch with it, right? You can begin to see glimpses of this future so clear. It's as if it's real right here, right now, in your mind's eye, seeing it. You can hear the difference in how you talk to yourself when you're succeeding at this level. Your own hero in your own life. It's you and who you are, becoming even more of who you truly are meant to be, the hero in your life, right? And you can see the people around you. You can hear the things they're saying to you. You can feel it in your own body. You can get a taste of how deliciously wonderful this is for you as you wake up and smell all the flowers, not just the roses, to really just wake up to the better aspect of who you are in your life, in this deepened state of connecting to who you truly are, deep within, going even deeper within. And as you're enjoying this, that old voice creeps in, that voice of doubt. It's too easy. You can't have all this. You don't deserve this. Remember that time you tried to have everything you wanted and then it failed and you had to go back, and what happens is you pull your hand out of that gateway and you start moving back, and all these negative thoughts start getting flung at the gateway like mud slung at a fine painting, and you start moving further and further back from the gateway, and all those self-doubts and all those limiting beliefs in your life, the I can'ts and I shouldn't and I don't deserves and all the things, and he deserves it but I don't, or she has it but I don't, or they have this and they have that and I'll never and I won't and I can't, and I'm just not that kind of person, and it's not meant to be. You just start moving further and further back, and you realize that everything that you saw deep within and beyond that gateway is still there, but it's covered up by this opaque covering of mud, and it's just kind of blocking that image in a way that you really can't even see anything beyond it. The whole gateway is covered now with this negative mud and covering up all those things, and everything that was there is still deep within beyond that gateway, but you're so far away from it now. You've stepped back. It's out of your reach. You can't have it. And when you get further and further back, like a rubber band, pulling back and pulling back and pulling back, and there's just so much tension, so much pressure, so much fear, so much lack in your life that it's just like, okay, enough. And at that moment, you make a decision. You say, I'm bigger than any of those doubts. I'm bigger than any obstacles in my life. I'm bigger than anything that could ever happen in the world. I'm bigger than any disease. I'm bigger than any thought virus in the world. I'm bigger than anyone's opinion. I'm bigger than even that opinion of my younger self that didn't think he could do it or she could do it. I'm bigger than who I thought I was. I'm even better and stronger than that. And you start moving towards that gateway faster and faster and faster. And the faster you move towards that gateway, the more real, the more opaque that covering on the gateway seems. But you realize that everything on the surface of the gateway is an illusion. Everything on the surface of the gateway is just that, on the surface. But everything that was deep within you and beyond that gateway still remains deep within. And beyond that gateway of who you truly are, deep within, and beyond that gateway, a better, best version of yourself still remains deep within and beyond that gateway, and it's worth it. It's worth the challenge to move for it, full force, moving faster and faster now, and on faith, on total faith and belief in yourself and trust and confidence and certainty. You move towards that gateway and whoosh, you move through it deep within, and you're fully immersed deep within your future beyond that gateway, really feeling it in every cell in your body, getting a taste of how deliciously wonderful your life is, looking around and seeing it with panoramic vision, all the wonders of how your life is, not just the material things, not just the wonderful relationships in your life, not just your finance. You're blessed with health. and you're blessed with wealth, and you're blessed with love and joy and peace and happiness and prosperity in all senses of the word. And whatever word it was that you chose for yourself, just add that in now, and you have it. And you don't have to pick one of them. You can have all of it, because this is your life that you're living by your design. You set the thermostat. You created this. You're creating this now in your mind's eye, and it's real. You can feel it in every cell in your body. But notice where you feel it first. Notice where it moves from there and where it goes from there and still starts to expand within your body. And notice when it's feeling everywhere in your body, you're feeling it all over and over and over, again and again, expanding and cycling through your body until it's as if every cell in your body is glowing. You're fully authentic. This is who you are. This is who you're meant to be. This is the best version of yourself. And you realize it, and everyone you come in contact with goes, wow, look at that person. He shines. She shines. I want to be around that. I want to know what you do. I want to know what you have. I want to know how you do this. They're coming to you for advice. They're coming to you to say, wake me up, like you're awake right now. You're alive. You're full of this vibrant energy from inside, from outside, all around you. You glow in a sense that you shine. You shine in such a way that you just realize you're shining. You don't have to tell anyone. You don't have to ask anyone. You just realize it with a level of certainty that comes from deep within you. And just go ahead, reach out and touch that place right now, either physically, mentally, metaphorically. Just imagine touching that right now and associate that word with this feeling, right? And even say that word to yourself. Yes. Feel it in every cell in your body. Feel it cycling through greater and greater. This wonderful feeling of calm and relaxation, this confidence, this certainty, this knowing, this love, this enthusiasm, this joy and peace and happiness, and wonder at how amazingly you can feel inside your body and your mind, and you're just relaxed and motivated and excited and feeling joy and peace and happiness all at the same time, being calm and relaxed and focused and energized and moving calm and slow and steady and on purpose, controlling that thermostat to be just right for the conditions that you're creating to succeed at the level that you want, to grow and to prosper in all ways that are great for you. Now, you might choose to have this in such a way that it becomes automatic for you, because as you might not have noticed yet, that you've returned to this favorite place because you've been there all along. You've been there all along. It's deep within. It's always existed. You've always realized that you're something more than what you were living up to, and now you can live full on. That's right. So when you look off to the other side now, way off in the distance, you see a sign. And you pick up a pair of binoculars and you focus in on that sign. You zoom in on it. And written on that sign is a word. Maybe it's the word you originally chose, or maybe it's a new word, but it's a very unique word. It's a word that you don't see or say or maybe even hear very often, if at all. But what I want you to do is see that word, focus in on it, zoom in on it, and either consciously or on an other than conscious level, just imagine yourself saying that word to yourself now. And it links up with this wonderful feeling in your body, this combination of joy and peace and happiness and love and contentment and motivation and excitement and calm and peace, all at the same time, linked to this word. And you can choose to say the word to yourself consciously and intentionally and enhance this feeling anytime you want. Or you can choose to remember it on some other than conscious level where it just kind of triggers automatically. If anything in your life was stressing you, this word kind of triggers, and it kind of neutralizes any stresses or triggers in your life. You might choose to use it for hours on end of peaceful, restful sleep, or you might choose it for an instant in time to just
reset, Control, Alt, Delete, reboot, and get back on track with what you needed to do, to take that moment for yourself, that pause, and refresh, and restart, and re-energize. You can use it to get yourself motivated and going in the morning, or you could use it to kind of chill and calm down at night. You could use it for a minute at a time that can seem like hours on end. Or you can use it for hours on end and it seem like a minute in time. Whatever works best for you and whatever scenario you're using it, it's yours. You own it. You created it. It's always been there. That's right. You really discovered it. It's a wonderful discovery for you to utilize and realize you can. And you will, either consciously and intentionally or on some other than conscious automatic level. However and wherever and whenever you need it, it's there for you. It's your word. It's your state of body. It's your state of mind. It's your state of inner health and peace and well-being. That's right. So in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. When I reach 5, you can open your eyes, fully awake, fully alert, and fully aware of just how good it feels to discover an even better version of yourself. Because the whole time you've been listening to this, you've had some conscious thoughts, and you've had some other unconscious thoughts, haven't you? Been utilizing the awesome power of your conscious will and your other than conscious imagination, working together as one in full rapport, synergized, so that you can realize and extract the benefits, at least 2 or more ways that you can realize that you had benefited from those old, unresourceful, limiting beliefs, and to now take those benefits and apply them in such a way that you can have 3 wonderful, new, enjoyable, satisfying behaviors in your life. You might experience that in the next 3 seconds. You might start to realize it in the next 3 minutes. It might take 3 hours. Even if it took 3 days for you to discover what these are, you're going to enjoy life even more and more as you do. Choose the best 3 ways that you can discover this now. Not just for yourself, but for everyone in your life, for all aspects of your life, to just like grow and expand and enhance and adjust and eliminate the negative and raise up the positive and take in and make the best choices in your life, because life is choice and you're choosing a level of certainty that you're creating what you want. You're creating it to be in a way that you want. You're creating it to you have what you want. So you're being what you want. You're doing what you want, and you're having what you want as a result of that. You've made these changes at the level of who you are. And this is really significant. And when you're ready, now, in a moment, you can begin to see the world and be in the world with not just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of your senses awakening to this reality, but when you're ready, you can open your eyes in such a way that you'll be experiencing your world. You'll hear the sounds around you in your own inner voice. You'll taste how deliciously wonderful your life is. You'll feel amazing. You're going to smell all the flowers, not just the roses, and you'll open your eyes to see the world and be in the world with all 5 of your senses fully awake, fully alert, and fully aware now. Opening your eyes, seeing the world, being in the world, here, now, listening to the sound of my voice, and realizing the wonderful experience you just had, didn't you? So we've got about 10 minutes left, maybe a couple more. And I'm going to open up that whoever has a question, some feedback from me, anything I need to know, just, take a moment, unmute yourself, and feel free to share. and we'll do our best to enhance it. But what I want you to realize, if you're feeling good, and I hope you are feeling really good now, that again, all I did was talk in a way that might have guided you to a more relaxed state of mind. I might have said some really positive things about yourself, and hopefully you believe them. And you may feel motivated to make changes in your life. And I want you to realize something. Anything good that comes from this is entirely your fault. Because when the devil revealed his plan to God, God said, brilliant. The devil said, we're going to hide the meaning of life inside of man because he will never think to look for it there. But now you know the secret. Look inside. Anything good that comes from this is entirely your fault. Own it. Be the thermostat. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. I'm excited for you. I really am. Because you have yet to discover how wonderful this is going to impact the shift that you've made on yourself just by listening to this. So, the skier, right? We'll find out about that after the questions. So who's got a question or a concern or something they want to share? Anyone awake? Is anyone still there? Everyone.
Mark?
Yes.
Hi, this is so great. Oh my gosh, I loved it so much. And you are wonderful. And I went really deep. I don't remember like last time I went this deep. I started seeing like pictures, like moving around. I wasn't sure if I was following you, but at some point, maybe I was burning candle, and then somehow I felt like my hand was touching the handle, the candle. I felt like my hand was moved. It was like, oh, it's too hot. So a great job, and then a lot of wonderful visualizations, a lot of really good positive suggestions. I really loved it. I also loved the devil's story.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's for us, like if we can now go outside, there's nothing outside anyway. Why don't we all just stay at home, go inside and find the secret?
Right. We're all stuck inside. You might as well go inside and discover who you truly are. And then when you're ready to go back out into the world, you come back out as the new and wonderful you. And people will be like, what happened to you being stuck inside? You say, well, it's kind of like being in this, chrysalis. And then you emerge as the beautiful, magnificent butterfly.
Oh, that's such a great metaphor.
Right? So we're all kind of stuck in our chrysalis right now to a degree, right? So it's an opportunity, right? Everything that happens is an opportunity. It's all good, right? So share. Who else had some good things to share?
Hi, this is Steve from Minneapolis.
Okay.
Great job. Thank you very much.
Cool. So you got the skier on there. I like that. So you're gonna get a kick out of this story because. Is that you in the picture?
No, that's my daughter.
Oh, okay. I can't. It's a small picture, so sorry. No offense.
That's okay. She's a better skier than I am.
Yeah, probably
She's
better
in
skier
Colorado.
than me too, I'm sure. But where was that?
She's in Colorado.
Oh, what
That's
part?
where she lives. We're all flatlanders to her. She'll never go back to
Yeah, I love
New
Colorado.
York or Minnesota.
Where is she?
She's in Colorado.
What part of Colorado?
She lives in the Front Range.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
yeah.
she's right above Denver.
Right. One of my favorite places to ski was Winter Park.
Yeah.
I've skied Vail and Breckenridge and all those, but I love Winter Park. It's a very friendly, quiet. But
It's a beautiful area.
Yeah.
Beautiful area. Thank you again for the meditation. It was wonderful.
Okay, so I'm gonna in a moment I'm gonna share my screen before we end, and it's gonna have my email address on it. That if you don't have it, you can. What what I'm offering is anyone who sends me an email after this, just simply request, send me my free gift and I will send you a free gift. And hopefully you realize the value of this class. Originally, I was going to charge a nominal amount for this class. And then I just decided, with everything going on in the world, that I wanted to offer it as my gift to everybody and what they're going through, to just, you know, it's my way of giving back to you. And as some of you know, I charge a lot for my time. Like, I've been blessed to realize the value of who I am and what my time is worth. And, you know, I don't even charge by the hour. I charge by results. And, you know, and if I charge by the hour, people would balk at the at the price, like more than most lawyers make. But, you know, this is my way of giving back. And my intention is to do this on an ongoing basis, maybe even on a weekly basis if I get some good feedback from you. So let me know if you'd want to come to it on any kind of regular basis. Then we're going to set it up and do this for the next couple of Thursdays. And for the first month, it will definitely be free. And then before we start charging for it, we'll have you know, a discussion about that and see what the feedback is on it. But I just want to bring the most value that I can and the best experience that I can for you. So in a moment, I'm going to put my email on and my website, and then you can just, you know, reply to the email and I will send you a free audio gift that you can listen to ongoing after this, that will help you to just make your life better and better and better. Okay.
Yeah. And if you guys have any specific topic or any questions you have, you can also comment, and then we can adjust the content based on what you need at this moment. And now we're just in a Mark and I work together, and then we're doing this now to serve you, and then we want to best serve you to. So whatever you need, let us know, and then we can adjust the content for you. And then for now, it will be our gifts for you during this challenging times, and later on, we're also, Mark is also, he's teaching hypnosis, and then I'm teaching NLP. And we can also do a lot of more specific content in regards to the academic field. But for now, like whatever questions, challenge you have, like we can guide you through it. Just want to put
Perfect.
it out there.
Thank you so much, Ariel, for making everyone aware of that. That's great. Yes. So yeah, so this is for you. So whatever you want, whatever you feel you need, whatever issues you want us to address, we can address it in the way we just addressed this tonight. David, what's up?
Yeah, how you doing, Mark? Hey, I just wanted to say thank you. This was great. Just like the last time I went to your office, I really did enjoy it. I didn't really get as deep as I did at your office because you really had the whole mood set. It was really dope at the office.
Right.
But it's definitely true what you say about becoming something in the process of everything that's going on, because we are definitely conscious beings that need to come back within ourselves to be able to deal with everything that's happening on the outside. And the more that we do this, the more that we become stronger from the inside, we'll be able to deal with the things on the outside a lot better. And I just wanted to say thank you for, you know, putting this out there and actually inviting everybody here. And I was able to get my daughter in. You know, it was nice. She was enjoying it. And my friend Penny, my niece, was here for a little bit. But yeah, they really enjoyed it too. I could tell they were still here. So it was cool. I just wanted to say thanks again.
Cool. Glad you enjoyed it. Anyone else want to unmute themselves and share?
Hey, Mark, how's it going?
Good. Federico, my brother.
How you doing? Man,
Good.
that was amazing. It was amazing listening to the master at work. That was truly an honor. I was out. That was great.
Well, you're just
I didn't get up until Ariel started speaking. I was
like, come on. So cool. You know how to do this though, right? Federico, come on, Federico.
My internet's going in and out.
Okay. So anyone else want to share? Okay, so we're going to we're going to wrap this up, and I just want to let you know that that we do lots of wonderful things. We help people with hypnosis. We help people with neurolinguistic programming, NLP, which is N is our neuros, 5 senses, the way we take in information. Linguistics is language, the way that we process or make sense of that. And programming is the patterns or the habits that come from that. So you may notice a shift in those patterns or habits as a result of being here tonight, and that was our intention for you. Personally, I teach hypnosis classes. I teach conversational language patterns for salespeople, and we can teach you, if you enjoyed what you experienced here tonight, within a very concise and short class, you can actually learn how to do this. I've been doing it for many years, so it might appear as a gift, as Federico tried to point out, but I really can tell you this, that the magic is just in doing it. It's a process, and when you know how to do the process, you can do this. You can guide anyone you know through what I just guided you through. So if anyone's inspired or wants to be able to learn how to do that, we're going to be teaching some classes coming up in May. And we encourage you to stay with this, and we're going to have more information. We'll put you on our email list and keep you informed of up to date of the calendar of what's going on. So I'm going to put the screen to my my website, and
I just want to share, like, Mark Siegel, Mark is my personal friend also. We work together, and he has been doing hypnosis for, I don't know how long. I don't know, 20 years, 30 years, Mark. And his dedication for hypnosis, especially for like stop smoking, because he has personal passion for to prevent people from smoking, because his father passed away from smoking, and his dedication to just serve the community. Like he's just so natural. He's so good. Like if you just talk to him, he can just trance you out with his hypnotic language pattern. It doesn't. He's teaching it, and he becomes it. And he just this hypnotic like encyclopedia. He knows a lot about this topic, and then we're very, very blessed and grateful that Mark can, share this with us, and then he can really be the one that guides you on this journey. If one of your passion is to move forward with learning about hypnosis and become a hypnotherapist to serve the rest of the world.
Cool. Thank you, Ariel. I appreciate that. So for anyone that can't see, I shared my screen, but I'm just going to say it if you want to write it down. The email address is relax, RELAX, at NYIH, so New York Institute Hypnosis, NYIH.org. Right, so it's relax at NYIH.org is my my email address for the free gift. The website that you can visit, which you'll get in the email, is Relax, Envision, Succeed. That's also going to be the title of the audio that you'll receive, and it will guide you through the 10 main areas of your life, a different process with a similar outcome to what you just went through, but to take it on a little bit more conscious level. But it's something that you can listen to on a daily basis to kind of reaffirm to yourself who you are and who you're becoming. So that's a gift that I am more than happy to share with you. And I love to get feedback on it. If anyone has good comments, corrections, things you'd like to see, or recordings you'd like to get in the future, we're always making new stuff. So, the question I leave you with is, how do you represent certainty? So that skier is flying down the hill, flying past me, right? He had a level of certainty. But what was his certainty? Because I got to the bottom of the hill and there he was talking to his friends by the lift, and I got a chance to go up to him and I said, you must be like an excellent skier. And he says, well, I'm a good skier, but not top skier, right? And I said, but you went flying past me as if like you knew the trail back and forth. You must live around here and ski this trail all the time. And he said, actually, that was the first time I've ever skied that trail. And I asked him, I said, well, how were you able to do that? That was amazing. You went flying past me as if you knew every little nook and cranny of the trail. And he said, I don't have to know every nook and cranny of the trail. I just have to know my abilities, right? And he said to me, he says, in order to do that, you just have to know who you are. You just have to trust in your own inner abilities and your own skill set and all of the things that you've done in your life that have led you up to this point of preparation, that they've made you grow and learn and be prepared in such a way that you can handle whatever comes at you. So when you're skiing down that mountain and there's a bump, you can handle the bump. When you turn the corner and there's a tree in front of you, you ski around that tree. If there's an obstacle that you can't ski around, you can stop short no matter how fast you're going. Whatever it is, you can handle whatever life has in store for you, and you can enjoy it. And you can get the thrill of the process that, wow, you did it. It was a challenge. You faced that challenge head on. You overcame that challenge and you made it. And more than just making it to a destination, you enjoyed the journey, that hero's journey. Because really, the destination of the hero's journey is the journey. So enjoy the journey. If you make the journey the destination, you're always there. Thank you so much for coming tonight. I really appreciate you. And we are done. Send me an email. I'm going to put you on the list. Look forward to seeing you all next week. And if you enjoyed it and you know someone who could enjoy this, invite them. The more, the better. We got room for like another 80 more people or so. So we got room to grow. Okay.
Yay.
Thank you so much.
Mark.
So
Thank
honored
you,
that you
Mark.
came here, and have a great night. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.